Flashback.
Oh, are you kidding me? Holy shit. Wow. That's exactly what we're looking for.
End of flashback.
How's it going, everybody? Thank you for checking out my channel and welcome to today's video. Today is a very exciting day because we have part 4 and the finale of the entire project, which is to identify 1,000 torches. Let that sink in. It's a lot of torches and a lot of runs that went to make this video. And because I'm only certain that some person's going to be curious, this took me way too long to be able to do. As you've probably seen on my channel, I have been trying to put out videos once a week to be able to keep the content consistent. However, when I did have downtime, I would be out trying to farm torches. This took a very long time because if you think about all of the ins and outs of it, I'll go over it really quick. I'm not trying to make this really long. That's 9,000 keys, 3,000 of each key. Terror, keys of hate, and keys of destruction, and then getting all of the organs to then go and farm the torches. This is a really long time coming. I'm really excited that I get to finally just finish this, be done with it, and hopefully don't have to try to do another project like this ever again. I'm good off that. But as far as putting in all the work, you guys get to reap all the benefits of just understanding what it can actually give out as far as the fruits of labor. And so far we've gotten quite a bit of really good luck. So I've been able to upgrade so many of my torches, and hopefully with the last 250 remaining to make it the full 1,000, I'll be able to at least upgrade one more torch. But if not, perfectly fine, because if you watched my previous videos, there have been a lot of good rolls, and especially one particular one that has trumped all the rest. But with that said, we're gonna get into the last 250. But I want to do a shout out before that, and that's not going to be a comment shout out, but it's going to be a Discord shout out. I know that a lot of people, when it comes to ladder reset that's coming up for Diablo 2 Resurrected, and just in general when it comes to Diablo 2 content, there's a lot of people that like to be in Discords to be able to chat with other people that like the game, to be able to get information, to organize magic finding runs, or just runs in general, to be able to possibly rush someone through a difficulty that they might struggle with, or a particular area that they might struggle with. There's a Discord that I encourage you guys all to go check out. One thing I've loved is having a really tight-knit community of people that actually are familiar with one another, and they are all about helping each other out. And this is a Discord that I really do feel is a great community, especially people that love Diablo 2 content. And I do encourage all of you guys to go check it out. It is a great Discord. It is small, but it is definitely going to be growing very quickly, especially with Diablo 2 Resurrected Ladder Reset coming up very soon. And you guys can organize your own team. It's going to be a great mix, and there's a lot of people that are going to be very willing and very happy to help you out. So again, I highly suggest you guys go check it out.
Not even death can save you from me.
Greetings, mortals. I knew you would find your way back here.
Now going into the last 250, let's go ahead and do a recap of what we have so far. As far as the torches, there's 7 torches, so 1 for each class, and these are the best torches that I was able to get, as far as my opinion, because there's a lot of people that probably have watched the previous videos and have looked at some of the torches and been like, why are you not using that torch over the one that you picked? My personal opinion, I'm going to go with res over attributes if there is to be a dispute between the two, and these are the ones that I have stuck with. Either these are original to the 50 that I originally was able to identify when I first was farming torches, or this has been upgrades since the first of this project. So we have the 1820 for the Sorceress, 2020 for the Necro. This is the one that we identified in the last video. 1820 Assassin, 1820 Druid, 1920 for the Paladin, 1920 for the Barbarian, and 2020 for the Amazon. This comes from my original 50 Torch IDs video. So as you can see, there's not too much playroom as far as being able to upgrade these. However, there's always hope that one is going to come our way and to be able to give us a better torch than we already have. So we have the last of the 250 IDs, and we're going to go to the start of the final 250. So we have 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, and we're done. That's going to conclude this entire journey. And I want to thank you guys so much for coming with me to be able to really get a good understanding on torches and just what can actually roll. So obviously this is all based on RNG. You could obviously get 7 perfect torches 7 times in a row. but the odds of that are so astronomically low. We're gonna start with this one up here, go all the way to the end, and hopefully again we at least get one torch that we can upgrade, but if not, I'm very happy with what we have so far. So let's go ahead and start it off with the first of the 250, 1315 for the Paladin, 1211 for the Paladin, 1720 for the Amazon, 1920 for the Paladin. So he already has that, but still quite a good torch to be able to highlight later on. So as I've said in the last couple of videos, you can hear my voice is starting to go. It's, I think, 3:30 in the morning now, and I'm also getting over a cold. But I'm going to highlight some of the torches that are worth mentioning, even if they are not going to be upgrades for the torches that I already have. And like the last couple of videos, I have been writing down which ones on the particular pages, just so that way it's easier for me to organize. So usually I do this kind of off screen and behind the scenes, so that way it doesn't take up any screen time, but it's something that you will see if I end up having to write something down. That's what I'm doing. 1018 for the Barbarian, 2015 for the Assassin, 1513 for the Necro. And for any of you guys, if you're seeing 1320 for the Barbarian, if you're not seeing me super excited for some of these torches, so again, this is a really good torch if I hadn't found my perfect one. If you're seeing that I'm not super thrilled for some of these torches, it's not to say that the torches aren't good, because obviously like this one is a really good torch. But when it comes to what I already have, I have so many that are upgraded or that can be upgraded that it's not going to be something that is... I'm questioning whether it's worth highlighting at times. I don't know, that's 3 really good torches in a row. That's nuts. That's really cool. But being that I have such a small margin of error to be able, not error, but a small window, for better words, 1920 Paladin. This is ridiculous. We're getting really good torches in like 8 rolls. That's crazy. That's amazing. Hopefully this leads to a 2020 on this one, but oh my god, wow, that's stupid. That's ridiculous. There's no reason this should be happening. Okay, all right. We're back to reality. So let's I'm going to summarize this real quick. So starting with the 1920 Necro, 1820 Assassin, 2019 Necro, and 2014 Druid, so that broke the domino effect. But 1920 Paladin, 1920 Barbarian. So we're just getting ridiculous rolls for no reason. So 1715 Necro, that was amazing. That was amazing. So 2015 Barbarian, but kind of going back to the other point at 1920 Barbarian, I'm good. 1713 Amazon. It's just because I have such a small window, 1918 Paladin, that it's personally hard for me to just get super excited, because as much as I would love to be able to, and I might still do a giveaway after this for the best torches that I find. So 2019 Paladin and then 1617 Amazon. If this was, for example, my first video, 1518 Necromancer, then I would definitely be getting very excited, a lot more excited than I'm showing right now, 1513 Necromancer. However, being that this is already 3/4 of the way in and I'm finishing it up, 1913 Sorceress, it's still very exciting, don't get me wrong, 1120 Assassin, but compared to what I already have, unless it's something that's going to trump what I already have, it's not something that I'm going to be as excited about, 1418 Barbarian, as maybe someone who is wanting to get torches and would definitely benefit from having one of the torches that I've ID'd, or just somebody in general that really is trying to upgrade their torch or sees a torch and is like, I could really benefit from that. Or someone that is having other people, for example, run Ubers for them and are not getting the best of rolls and having to pay, runes to somebody to be able to do it for them, which I'm sorry that you have to do that, because I would love it if other people could actually run Ubers too, because it is actually fun. 1712 Paladin and then 1412 Sorceress. However, for me, 1911 Sorceress, it's exciting, but 1510 Paladin, it kind of starts to lose a little bit of its buzz when you've been doing it for 1,000 times, and you need the rolls that really count. That's all. I'll just end it with that. 1116 Barbarian. But so far we're getting really good ones on the first page, which is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. 1712 Assassin. So I hope that's going to be good luck for the rest of it. So 1911 Amazon, 1112 Barbarian, 1511 Paladin, 1816 Druid, 1710 Sorc, 1912 Amazon. It looks like that the trend of good torches has slowed down just a little bit. 2010 Paladin, 1413 Amazon, 1816 Sorc, 1812 Amazon, 1816 Barb, 1719 Sorc, 1312 Sorc, 1817 Sorc, 1917 Barb, 1715 Necromancer. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 simply off the first page alone. So I hope that translates to the rest of it. 1817 Assassin, 1716 Assassin, 1417 Druid, 1315 Assassin, 1120 Druid, 1419 Amazon, 1112 Sorceress, 1713 Druid, 1311. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. 1311 Sorc, 1912 Barb, 1619 Necro. Skipped one, unfortunately. 1512 Paladin. I would have not minded actually skipping that one. 1419 Paladin, 1818 Sorc. So really nice rolled one. 1417 Amazon, 1715 Necromancer, 1117 Paladin, 1710 Paladin, 1719 Barbarian, 1612 for the Necromancer, 1717 Sorceress, 1612 Necromancer, 1018 Barb, 2011 Necromancer, 1111 Sorc. Let's hope that doesn't go to another 1010. If you watched my previous video, you know that I got trolled with one of those already. 1720 Amazon, not a bad roll at all. 2014 Barbarian, 1813 Sorc, 1816 Sorc, 2017 Sorc. So they're only getting better from there. I keep forgetting when I run out of ID souls. 1919 Sorc, so really nice roll. So unfortunately, it's not going to be something that I can upgrade on my character, but still overall something that is worth highlighting. I think I've gotten one of those in all of my videos so far, like for this series. I think I've gotten a 1919 in every single one of them, but I'd have to double check. 1412 Necro, 1712 Assassin, 1513 Necro, 2014 Druid, 1315 Paladin, 1713 Amazon, 1617 Amazon, 1320 Barb, 1811 for the Necro, 2015 Assassin, 1910 Sorc, 1317 Necro, 1117 Amazon, 1213 Paladin. So yeah, I think my RNG is starting to lose its buzz here. 1819 Amazon, 1320 Amazon, 1719 Sorc, 1813 Necro, 1314 Sorceress. So the first 100, we are again still going off of the hype from the first page, which is carrying the video so far. Hopefully that doesn't mean that all my RNG is spent on the first page. 1715 Paladin, 1220 Necro, 1410 for the Barbarian, 1812 Amazon, 1710 for the Sorceress, 1911 Sorceress, 1120 Assassin, 1116 Barbarian, 2010 for the Paladin, 1412 for the Sorceress, 1918 Paladin, 1911 Amazon, 1213 Sorc, 2013 Necro, 1514 Paladin, 1013 Druid, 1617 Sorceress, 1812 Barbarian, 1518 Assassin, 1211 Necro, 1818 Barbarian, 1416 Druid, 1114 Amazon, 1213 Barbarian, 1912 for the Sorceress, 1012 for the Amazon, pushing a little bit too low a roll for my comfort, 1816 Paladin, 1219 Barb, 1917 for the Amazon, 2012 for the Assassin, that's right, 1210 for the Barbarian, 1517 for the Sorceress, 1812 Necromancer, 1414 Assassin, 1115 for the Sorceress, 1312 for the Paladin, 2016 for the Sorceress. So finally starting to see decent ones come up. I take that back. 1510 for the Paladin, 1717 Druid, 1017 for the Assassin. Almost 150 down. 1617 for the Druid, 1719 for the Assassin, 1216 for the Necromancer, 1320 for the Assassin, 2013 for the Assassin. So these are polar opposites. Just to reiterate, because I'm going to do it, I did it in every video, I'll do it this one. When it comes to your build flexibility, I personally feel that if you were to pick between these two torches, it would be this one that would give you more flexibility, because you can lose a few of the points in vitality. If you have battle orders, it'll be boosted no matter what, so you're still going to have quite a big health pool compared to what you would have without it. But resistances is a lot harder to accommodate for certain builds depending on the gear that you're using. So if you had to pick, like if you got 2 torches and you are only getting 2 torches and these were your 2 to get, I would definitely go with this one compared to your attributes, because the sacrifice of a little bit more health, if you are doing a max Vita setup, the sacrifice of a little bit of health compared to sacrificing your resistances can be the difference between being viable for certain types of farming or just certain areas, versus just the idea of having a few more health points. Because if you can get destroyed, especially if you're doing Ubers, if you don't have high enough resistances, especially against like Mephisto, you can get 1 to 2 shotted without any warning. It could be even from a distance from his lightning. So you want to have good resistances, and that's why this one, at least in my opinion, you could have definitely have your own, but in my opinion, this one is a lot more valuable than this one. 1211 Necro, 1011 Paladin. Wow, that was. I hate seeing those low rolls. 1218 Druid, 1210 Paladin, 1915 for the Druid. So 150 down, and that first page is still the craziest. 1713 for the Necro, 1312 for the Necromancer, 1915 Necro, 1910 Jesus Christ, this whole row is going to be, nope, it's not. 1911 for the Druid. I thought the whole row was going to be Necromancer torches. 1017 Barbarian, 1017 Barbarian, 1410 for the Necromancer, 1613 Necromancer, 1215 for the Druid. So we're at the last home stretch, because we have, is it 20, 20, 20. So we have, yep, last 100. It's crazy to think how long this took for me to do, and just how quickly it's almost over. 1120 Sorceress. So, but it was fun while it lasted. 12, 13 Barbarian. However, I did have to do it in bursts. 12, 19 Amazon, just because of how mind-numbing it was. 1420 Barbarian. 1710 Druid. I wish he could have leveled up more than he did. 1614 for the Sorceress, just because he almost... 1810 for the Assassin. He almost got a level, but I just kept dying at Lilith way too many times. 1013 for the Barbarian. So it made it to where he started getting towards the next level, but then it was very disappointing, unfortunately. But it is what it is. 1013 for the Sorceress. Now I can just go back to farming like pits and kindle with him. 1811 for the Barbarian. 1613 Paladin. 1411 Necro. 1020 Sorceress. 2014 Paladin. 1411 Sorc. 1513 Necro. 1617 Druid. And 1211 for the Paladin. 1910 for the Necro. 1511 for the Amazon. 1816 for the Amazon. 1219 Paladin. 1717 Sorceress. 1720 Necro. 1810 for the Druid. 1519 for the Druid. 1712 for Paladin. 1318 for the Sorceress. 2013 for the Barb. 1120 for the Druid. 1816 Barb. 2010 for the Amazon. 1317 for the Druid. 1316 for the Sorceress. 1810 for the Necro. 1518 for the Assassin. 2015 for the Sorceress, and last for the page, 1018 for the Druid. So we are at the home stretch, the very last page. And again, this was a lot of fun to be able to do and to bring to you guys. 1910 for the Amazon, but I am excited to see how it ends. 1717 Sorceress, even though I would not be disappointed. 1017 if there was no upgrades from this video. 1815 Paladin, because the RNG from that first page completely makes up for that to me. 1013 Paladin. 1816 Druid. 1419 for the Barbarian. 1619 Druid. 1618 Paladin. 1912 Amazon. 1719 for the Druid. 1911 for the Amazon. 1618 for the Assassin. 1413 for the Necro. 1618 for the Necro. 1218 Druid. 1011 Barb. 1313 Druid. 1620 Sorc. 1913 Sorc. Last 30. 1017 Assassin. 1112 Barb. 1319 Druid. 1112 Sorc. 1013 Barb. 1518 Necro. 1418 Barb. 1312 Druid. 2016 Amazon. Nice to see finally a decent one. 1511 for the Paladin. 1211 Druid. 1510 Paladin. 2010 Assassin. 2015 Amazon. 1916 Amazon. 1919 Sorceress. I think I've had one, I might have already said this here too, I think I've had one of this for every single video. Is this particular torch in general. $12.12 Assassin. 1415 Sorceress. 1220 Assassin. 1011 Barb. And the last 10. Cross my fingers that we actually get one upgrade. 1720 for the Sorceress, close. 1510 Assassin. 1013 Paladin. 2017 for the Druid. 1820 for the Amazon, getting up there. 2015 Barb, close. 1118 for the Paladin, so the last three. 1814 Druid. 17, 16 for the Barbarian, and the very last, making this whole project come to an end. I got a second one! Oh my god, wow. Holy sh**. Oh my, wow. That's so dumb. And it couldn't roll anything else. Oh my god. Oh. Bro, I want to scream. I want to scream so bad, but he's right there. My son is sleeping right above me. Got a second 2020. Oh, yep. That's RNG for you. You couldn't roll a barb or something. But I don't care. That's a trophy. That's going in the trophy. Little mule. I'm gonna put that right there. It's next to you. There's the 2020 Necro and the trophy of shame. Oh my god, wow. Now to recap the entire project from the very first video up to today, because as I've been going through each one of the videos from the first 250 all the way to the last one I identified, I have been upgrading the 7 classes that I have with only the best torches. So to recap that, we have the 7 classes right here with the best torches that I was able to find thus far. And we also have down here, unfortunately, we do not have anything that is going to be upgraded for any of the classes. However, we do have a lot of honorable mentions down here as far as just really good torches that rolled. Also with just let's not talk about it. So we have, going from left to right, the Sorcerer's Torch of 1919, and it's not going to be better in my opinion than the 1820 that I have, because resistances, as I've stated way too many times, mean more to me than attributes. Then we have for the Necromancer, because I did find a 2020 in the last video, I do have a 1920 right here, along with a 2019, and then for some reason, I was gifted another 2020, which is ridiculous. So I have here the 2 2020s from this entire project. Going on to the next, we have the 1820 Assassin with the duplicate, 1820 Assassin. And the Druid, nothing really worth mentioning. But again, we do have the anti-perfect torch, which is just as hard to get as the perfect torches. Then we have for the Paladin, which was at 1920, we have a duplicate right here, actually 2 duplicates, and then one that is 2019. For the Barbarian, only way to upgrade this was with a perfect one. However, we did not get one for the Barbarian, but we do have a 1920 and a duplicate 1920. And then the Amazon, I mean, I was showing the 1920s, the 2019s, but with this one, there wasn't anything worth showing. So I'm just sticking with the perfect one that I had from the previous video, actually the very first one, which was the identifying 50 torches when I first was actually running Ubers. So to recap, when it came to the perfect torches that I was able to find, so let's go ahead and just move these down real quick. I'm not going to edit this. So these can go down here. All right, so just with the actual torches, like the perfect ones, whether they be anti-perfect or perfect, would I say that getting these particular torches made doing 1,000 runs worth it? Absolutely, because despite that it takes a very long time to be able to get all these runs done, to me, what I was able to actually get in the end, even if it was just by a small little number, even if it went from example 18 to 19 on either attributes or resistances, to be able to have a better torch is going to be really, really beneficial for a build, because it can really make the difference between survivability and just being able to be taken out. Granted, 1 or 2 points is not going to make a huge difference, but for me to be able to get out of this all the torches that I got, to be able to upgrade so much by comparison to just doing another 50 runs, to just doing another 100 runs, to be able to actually walk away with so many better torches, especially with being able to give the Necromancer one of my favorite classes in the game, especially being my very first class that I ever played, just because they were able to raise skeletons and it was cool just going into everywhere with tons of skeletons as an army until Mephisto killed everybody. But with that said, I personally feel that this project was completely worth it just because of the fact that I was able to get 2 2020s, even though I did get an anti-perfect as well. But to you, hopefully this will be good judgment as far as whether it's not something of this degree. Don't do that. Don't do that, because it's so much farming just to get the keys, let alone to get the organs and then to actually get the torches. It's a long project. I, again, don't recommend doing it to this extent, but if you are going to be doing torch farming, I do think that it is worth it to do it on a little bit of a larger scale if you have the ability, because it'll just make your odds even greater to be able to hopefully get something really beneficial, not only for your particular character, but if you are part of the trading, especially in Diablo 2 Resurrected, this could be something that could get you a really nice item in return, especially for those people that I see all the time in the Discords that are looking for high runes. These can be worth a lot of either forum gold, depending on where you trade it, or just items and runes in general. But that's going to wrap up this entire project. 1,000 torches, and I want to thank you guys for joining me along the entire way, because of the fact that this was, yes, very lengthy and it took quite a bit of time to be able to get all the way through. But I want to thank you guys for sticking with me and seeing what the results were of 1,000 torches. If you like this kind of content and want to see more, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notifications to be notified whenever a new video comes out. And if you like this video, please help me out by just leaving a like, just so that way it helps with all the YouTube stuff, with the algorithm getting out to everybody, etc., etc. And if you have any suggestions for a future project, please let me know in the comment section down below. Other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying the new year so far. Stay safe and take care.